Hey, Frontline fans, welcome back to Comic Frontline and Fans. You're with me, Mike Spiderslayer, getting ready to bring you that all-important comic book review to help you, the fans, make a decision on what comic books to read. So, guys, today we're going to be talking about the New 52 Future's End, issue number 3. Now, the first two issues have been very good. Actually, technically, the 0 issue was good. 1 and 2 issue was pretty good as well. We get to know that Terry McGinnis has been sent from the future to try to stop this Brother's Eye virus, and we also learn in this timeline that it's 5 years ahead of the current New 52 timeline, and that Green Arrow has recently been killed, and we just held a funeral for the fallen hero. So what happens in this particular issue? Well, we'll go ahead and look through it and find out. First off, I wanted to talk about the artwork here. The artwork is pretty good. There's nothing wrong with it. It's solid. It's got decent colors, decent inks. Firestorm is drawn nicely here. There's not too much action in this issue to really justify action shots here. A lot of characters, a lot of dialogue in this particular issue. And the paneling is very simplistic. So yeah, it was average. There was nothing wrong with the actual artwork. I have seen better before. Mr. Terrific, I thought maybe could have been drawn better here when it came to his suit and his face there, because he almost looks like it's like photographed face, and then his suit, his white suit, is just so loosely drawn. It's like this white suit with no color. So I thought of anything that could have been an improvement there. So what did I think of this story that's written by a ton of writers? I mean, you got Brian Azzarello, Jeff Lemire, Dan Jurgens, and Keith Giffen. I think Brian Azzarello was the one who wrote this one, or I'm not sure, but going into the story, it opens up with this big-ass polar bear and this little kid, this Eskimo monk kid, or whatever you want to call it. And he winds up sitting there, and Frankenstein comes out of nowhere, and he winds up stabbing this bear, and you find out that it's got this technology in it, and it goes after him, and it's just like, oh, dude, what the hell's going on there? And he finds out that Shade is after him, and he quit Shade a long time ago, and that's the last time you see Frankenstein. So now it goes back, and it goes back to Firestorm in this issue, and Firestorm is flying. You got Ronnie and Jason arguing with each other about how Ronnie should let Jason out. He's been in the Matrix all this time, blah blah blah. And this kind of goes on. This has been going on for a couple issues now, ever since the funeral. And he doesn't, give him a reason why. He just says, "Let me out of the Matrix. You can't do this. You can't do this." You don't see him really compromising, say, "Hey, I'll help you. I'll help you out of this situation. Let's talk through it." He just keeps yelling at the guy, so Ronnie doesn't want to let him out, and and you see that going on for about 3 pages of him yelling how he wants him out. Then in the issue, you get to see Grifter, and then you see a lot of dialogue from Grifter about him seeing these Namnonites, or whatever they are, these particular aliens. You get to see his a little bit of a sidekick there that helps him, identify these aliens so he can take them out. So you get to see a little bit of good character development with Grifter. However, there is a lot to read here about him and what he's saying, and you could find yourself a little bit bored after a while reading all this, especially if you do read all these character bios, and you might feel that you need to, but I don't think you have to. So you can probably skip over that. Also, now you get a return of Terry McGinnis, how he's, in Terrific, which is Mr. Terrific's. He's the technology man of the world. He's created it for everybody. But Terry McGinnis has infiltrated that, and we can see that all his drones and his little guards are all after him, and they're fighting and they're shooting after him and all kinds of shit like that. So you get to see that, and then you get to see Mr. Terrific just do his own business while Nightwing is getting battled upon. And so now next, the issue jumps and it goes to a mysterious guy at a bar. and you see him let these ladies in, and they insult these ladies, and he kicks the shit out of them and throws them out. And Lois is very keen on what's going on in this particular situation, and we find out at the end of this issue that Red Robin was dead in the past, but not really, because he's in hiding here. And Lois finds that out, and it says Red Robin dead. The last Titan falls during the Battle of Paris. And you're just like, oh, okay, well, that's pretty cool. And that's how the issue ends. This just did not feel like a complete comic book for me. We did not get to see any of the other heroes from what happened last time. This felt really completely fillerish. Yes, you get to see more of Mr. Terrific and more of the Grifter and Batman Beyond, but it all seemed like their own separate stuff. It didn't feel like a cohesive book like the last story did. And I had an issue with that. There was really no action in the book, a lot of whininess from Firestorm that continues. And I thought so far out of the 4 issues, if you count the 0 issue, that this has been the weakest issue yet. Should you be excited that Red Robin is back? I guess. But you never even knew he was dead to begin with. So if he's back, that's great. But I wasn't like jumping for joy going, oh my God, he's been dead and now he's back, because you never knew he was dead in the first place. So I guess he's going to be a player in all this. So we'll see what happens here. I thought it was okay, but it wasn't the best issue that I've read from Future's End here. And it did have a little bit of character development here. So all in all, I'm going to give this book a 3 out of 5. Not my favorite out of all the Future's Ends books so far. So guys, tell me what you thought of this particular issue. Are you still on board with this? Are you in it for the long haul? And guys, don't forget to check out comicrelated.com also, as well as our comicfrontline.com. And between our YouTube channel, comicfrontline.com, and Comic Related, there's plenty there for all kinds of comic goodness. So guys, until the next comic book review, this is Mike Spiderslayer signing off, and thanks for watching Comic Frontline. Take care, everyone. I'll see you real soon. Bye.